Hello everyone, welcome back to Malik 034 channel. This is Mallikarjun. In our yesterday's, our previous session, we have talked about April 2021 patch releases and how you can search the patch, April 2021 patch, and log into the MOS and search for this PAD document and go to the 3.1 section and then look for desired patch for 19C, 18C, 21C, 12C and 20. uh, okay, it's supposed to be 12.1 typo here. So you can download the patch and proceed with applying the desired patch. So I already downloaded this 19C patches and I already showed you in my previous session. So let's start applying that patch. So I have this 19C database here. And if you see a stop DB home as a root user, if it's a rack or standalone database, or if it's a Oracle restart database on ESM, you can use this stop DB home command. If it's not a rack database or a restart database, if it is a standalone database, you can just stop an individual database and listener. So if I can see any listener for here, TNS. I don't see any TNS. I'll just directly stop my database. Shut immediate. Right, so that's it. And then give the permission. Already have this user patches already given Oracle permission, and log into Oracle, check the OPatch version. And already told you, it's one of the best recommendation is always use the latest OPatch. Let's see here. Yeah, instance shutdown. Done. Let's see here, all are owned by Oracle, so no need to change this particular permission. So I'll directly check the OPatch version. So this is the pretty old OPatch. I need to use the latest OPatch. So what I'll do, I will go to my Oracle home. I'll move this OPatch as a OPatch backup. We OPatch and MV OPatch. I'll move it as a backup, and then I have already the file, the OPatch is already downloaded. User patches, and this is the OPatch, the latest OPatch. And then what I'll do, unzip this particular patch directly inside my DB home. So we need to go -D. Right, unzip and the patch number and -D and the directory name. You can see inside that it's created the OPatch. This is my Oracle home. Inside that OPatch and given that it has unzipped. So now you can verify the version. You can see 24, 12.2.0.1.24. If I go here, previous one, it was 17. That's a default version. Where is that? Okay, it was here 12.2.0.1.17. Now it become 24, right? So this is 24. And if you go here, this OPatch and search for this one, let me refresh this page, and 600,880. I'll show you that you need to search this patch 600,880 and then Linux x86 64, and you need to download the desired patch, whatever you need it. So meantime, let's go back here and you can verify this, whatever the patches available on your current 19C home. These all commands are same. Okay, you can see this patch, the first command, OPatch ls patches. It's giving me 2 patches, and other one is ls inventory grep applied, ls inventory grep description. It will give the same 2 patches. Yeah, these are the 2 patches. Comes the default with my 19C home 19.3. This is pretty old release. That's a default base release. And now go back here. Anything such, yeah. If you search this OPatch, you can download the desired, for 12C, 18C, 19C, you can download this patch. That's the 12.2.0.1.24. This is the version. So that's what we have seen 12.2.0.1.24. So don't confuse with I'm in 19C database, but my OPatch is 12C because the OPatch naming version naming standard is different and database naming standard is different. This one is database naming is 19C and the OPatch is 12C. The same 12.2.0.1.24 is used for both 12C database, 18C database, 19C database, and 20 plus database, right? So that's about the naming convention. Let's go back to the next command. That's prechks. Okay, let me take it to the notepad. Okay, Node++. Let me take it to the Node++. Okay, here it is. This is a Node++. And go to view word wrap. Yeah, this is a command. Okay, you can see OPatch prerequisites, config check, and this is the patch, and this is the command. We are applying only 2 patches at my database. If it's a grid, we need to apply 5 patches. And if it's a database, we need to apply 2 patches. So how we get to know that one? In the patch details, this is the patch. So if you go to the patch readme, you can see this one for both the DB and grid, and this one for both the DB and grid. These are the 2 are for the database, and remaining 3 are for grid, and also these 2 are also for grid. Like all these 5 you have to apply on the grid, but these 2, first 1 and 2, you have to apply on the DB home. Right, so the config check is passed for the first patch and the second patch. And for the config check, you can see this is the patch ending with 761 and ending with 013. So if I go back to that patch information ending with 761 and 013, these are the 2 patches you need to apply on the Oracle home. So both the configs are free now. And also you need to check system space check, that these are the 2 commands. System space check is just a keyword, check system space, the patch directory, you need to give that patch directory. It will make sure that you have sufficient space for applying these patches. I'm running both the command in one shot. Yeah, it's fast. And the second command is also passed. Yeah, we're good now. And apply the patch. This is the actual apply command. The apply command is Oracle home, OPatch apply, Oracle home. You have to give that Oracle home -silent and the patch number. And this is the manual method of applying. So you can use OPatch auto. And that OPatch auto, again, you will get it in the README. Unzip the patch and check for the config check and check for the system space check. This is config check for GI home, and this is the config check for the Oracle home. And this is a system space check for the GI home, and this is a system space check for the Oracle home. They are mentioning all the patch in the text file, and they're passing everything in the text file. So, but we are running one at a time. Anything is fine. You can follow whatever you are comfortable. And the OPatch auto, they're applying using the OPatch auto. It's a simple OPatch auto apply, and the patch name for the GI and the DB home, you need to mention Oracle home, and you need to mention that Oracle home. Or you want to apply on the 2.3 Oracle home, you need to mention -OH, you need to mention that Oracle home. So everything is, the commands are readily available here. You just need to replace the patch location and the GI home and the DB home. The command will be ready. So our patching is going on here. So since we mentioned here silent, you can see, do you want to proceed further? Yes or no? Automatically taken as a yes with the -silent option. Okay, so yeah, meantime, yeah, this is my, if you are not aware, this is my blog, Malik034 blogspot. So it has all the information, so training details and database related stuff. If you want to go with the 11G database specific document, you can go to that and you can find out that one. And if you want to go with the Exadata specific, go to Exadata, and you will see all the Exadata related document. Like, you can go to how to run Exa check report. It will give you the detailed instruction how to run that. And if you want to go with RMAN backup and recoveries, and there are many things. If you're not aware, just go through it and provide your feedback. Yeah, let's see what's the status now. Yeah, still the patching going on. This will take some time. Okay, so meantime, we do have our Telegram group. If you are not aware, you can always go to Malik 034 Oracle Word, and you can always refer here. We have upcoming session, that is RMAN backup and recovery versus restore point and guarantee restore point, which is scheduled for this coming Saturday at 7:30 p.m. So, yep, if you guys are not aware of this Telegram group, you can feel free to join and then post your comments. Okay, so yep, it's going on. It is doing a lot of things. Yeah, it is updating a lot of components, the patching components. Yeah. Yeah, we are applying the first patch, and then we'll go with the second patch. Okay, done. Successfully applied. Let's go to the second patch. Go back. Apply. I think second patch is a small patch. It will be very quick. And once that is done, you can again verify it using this command ls patches. And you can see grep applied. It will tell the date when it applied, and grep description, it will tell the what are the major patches. And again, this is ls patch output. And then if you are Oracle restart service or the RAC database, you can start Oracle home, which you stopped in the step 1. And in our case, it is not a RAC database. We have manually brought down the database. So here we will manually bring up the database. Yeah, again, you can see the local file system is ready for patching, yes or no. With the silent option, it is by default taken yes, and it is proceeded further. Okay, successfully applied. Let's go back here. The patch applied done. Verification. Again, we'll verify quickly. LS patches. You can see here 19.11. That is your 2020. You can see 21. The naming convention is 21 2021. 04 is April, and 28 is the date, the release date. So this is database release, and this is OCW patch. So 2 patches are applied, and the other commands are just applied. You can verify using this one. Oh, sorry, copy it, paste it here. And if you see grep applied, it will give you that applied date. You can see applied on, this is date. You can see date here. This is on May 13th. Yeah. So, and then description, it will give you that the 2 patch information with the details. What are those patch and all. You can see the patch description, OCW patch and database release patch. And this is these are the patch numbers. And this is again the generic ls patch list output ls patches. Right, this is the one. Now I can directly log into my database, and I will start my database. Start up. Yep, once the database is started, then I can verify the DB registry, and then I can run the data patch. Yeah, database started. I can verify the DB registry. Okay, all of 19C, you can see Oracle Real Application Cluster is off because this is a standalone database, and rest of the components are valid. And then I can check for any invalid objects. Yeah, no invalid object. And if I check for any PDBs, no PDBs. And you can check for the container information and more things on these options. Yeah, with the details, component ID, component name, version status. Yeah, everything is fine now here. And container ID and all, no need to worry because this is not the pluggable database. I don't need to run this util because I don't have any invalid object. If you have invalid object before the patching, make sure that you can run the util and then compile them. Right now, directly apply the data patch. So I'll exit. I'll go to exit. Go to this one. Oh my God. Yeah, go to this OPatch and the data patch -verbose is the one. It will apply the data patch. You can see this is the log file you can verify, and you can see registry bootstrapping registry and package and current version done and determining the current state. Yeah, the current state it determined. It is a default release that is 19.3. And now installation in queue. This is the patch. You can see 19.11. That is our April patch, and it is applying that April patch and installing the patch. It will take a few minutes, and then we can verify that the DB_registry_ SQL patch is the one which will tell whether the patch is applied successfully or not. Okay, so let it go. Meantime, what else we can find here? Hmm. Okay, yeah, the other quick update or like very soon, you will be expecting some concept about DevOps like Ansible, Kubernetes, Terraform, and also especially Oracle Cloud and AWS. Azure and Google Cloud, you may see it little bit later, but you may see Oracle Cloud and AWS, the frequently articles you may see it going forward, and also the some of the DevOps concept. Ansible, Kubernetes, and some of the other steps I'll be keep posting here. You can expect them, regularly here in my blog. Yeah, that will take time. So let's see if I can take one more session. Meantime, we can query that on the log file. Okay, yeah, this is a log file. You can always tell, and then we'll see what's happening. That means, yeah, it is installing the patches now. Okay, yeah, if you see here, it started applying this patch and successfully applied this one. See, this was the old one. You can see this is the patch, that is patch, and installing the patch. Total patch installed 1. This is the patch success, and this is a log message, and no errors. So this is very important. So no error, and the patch completed. So if you see here, this is a log file, and there will be a lot of content in the log file, and you can verify it, and at the end it will update the metadata. Okay, now connect back to database. Okay, and then finally you can run this command. That okay, here it is. SQL patch, DB registry SQL patch. Oh, it's bundle series is not there. Okay, let's check it out. Describe. Okay, so what we can do now, select patch ID, comma, okay, bundle ID. Okay, bundle ID is especially for Exadata. So what we can do in patch ID is the one, and what else? Status. Yeah, we can go with this much is enough, I believe. You can see, yeah, this is the patch and this is the patch. And then action time also. Let's see what the action time. Yeah, install ID, or else what we can do select start from. You can see target bundle timestamp. It was 10th April and the 10th April. These are the one release update. You can see earlier it was 19.3. Now it was 19.11 target version. That is target version, right? And then this is timestamp, right? Target bundles timestamp. Okay, let's query now. Describe. Okay, select patch ID, comma, okay, target bundle description, target version, and comma target bundle, comma patch ID is already selected, and you can check the status. Oh, this action time also is you can select from DB registry SQL patch. Yeah, you can see, right? This is the patch, and this is the version, and this is the release update, and this is on 10th April, and yeah, and 10th April, and it was success and applied state. And if you see this is the patch, it is 19.11. That's our April release, and this is a release update, and it applied on today, that is 13th April, and this is a timestamp, and this is success, right? So this is how you need to verify whether it's applied successfully or not. With that, we can conclude the today's session, and probably 18C and 12C, I'll take it in the next class or next session. Thank you guys. You can keep watching these videos on my YouTube channel, Malik034. Thank you.